We constantly get asked if it's possible to do tricks and slides on a dinghy. And the short answer is, yeah. Some people find it easier to do tricks on regular skateboards with noses that might be a bit wider, but doing tricks in the dinghy is actually really easy. First things first, we're gonna start off with some slides. If you haven't seen our slide video from before, you should definitely check that out. That'll give you a much more in-depth look at how to do proper slides in a longboard, because doing them on a dinghy is a little bit different. But let's get started. So first we're going to start off with frontside power slides. So the reason you want to learn to power slide is it's a really safe way to stop. They're pretty easy to do. So the trick here is to keep your feet smack on the bolts, which everyone should be doing already if you can ride a skateboard. Now, when you're doing the power slide, you want to push with your heels. So if you're regular, you would be pushing this way. And if you're goofy, you would be pushing this way, but it's always with your heels. Now, when you're pushing that way, you'll feel your board just kind of slipping out, like it's about to shoot out from under you and you're gonna fall on your butt. But that's kind of what you want, because when you kick out your wheels, you want to break that friction point just enough to get your back truck out. And once you've done that, we're gonna do a little pivot and get our front truck pointing forwards again, so we don't go flying onto our faces. So the trick there, and Wolfgang Coleman, you can check his video because he's really good at stand-up slides. He taught me this maybe 10 years ago. It's all about the arms. So whichever way you're sliding, you want gangster arms. So if I'm kicking this way, I have to put my arms the opposite direction. So when I'm pulling back, I can yank my body back straight. So we're gonna carve this way, carve this way, carve this way, and get ready. Whoa! 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 So the trick is once you've gone like this, you want to pivot back. Let's try it uphill. Whoa. Okay, now we're going to move on to toe-side slides, also known as backside slides. Prefer that name. But it's basically the same thing as your frontside slides, but backwards, which sounds really hard and is a bit harder considering you're gonna fall on your back, but it's a little bit easier in my opinion. I'm weird. So the trick to backside slides, because you want to be shoving your toe right in the pocket where your board just starts turning into the tail. Because you don't want to do too much of a wheelie, but you want to have leverage over the back. Kick with your toes, dig your toes into the ground so you can push the board that way. And then just like your frontside power slide, we're gonna cheat with the tail the smallest bit to push your front truck back to going forward. 2-part motion, bend, extend, 3-part motion, bend again. Easy as that. So remember our bend, extend, bend again? Remember our gangster arms? Let's put it all together. Bend, extend, bend again. That was pretty easy. Whoa. Frontside 180s are just like power slides, but the only difference is that in our 3 steps of bend, extend, and bend again, we're going to change that last step. With the power slide, we would bend again and push this forward. But with the 180, we want to do that backwards. So we're going to extend again, but we're going to suck in the front of our board and push forward the back of our board. Now the hard part about this is that you ride away backwards, which you should probably know how to do before you try this trick. Because riding a skateboard backwards, difficult. Now there's 2 things you can do to get out of riding backwards. You can learn how to slide backwards so you're facing forwards again, or you can get up on your tail a little bit and spin around. That's a lot easier. All right, now we're gonna utilize that bending technology of our knees. We're gonna do the old bend, extend, bend again. Problem solved. And we're trying switch, just because we're crazy. Bend, extend, bend again. Pretty easy. Whoa, whoa. And finally, to complete our slides, we have toe-side 180s or backside 180s. the same as everything. We're gonna use the bend, extend, bend again, and our gangster arms. We're gonna put them together backwards. Bend, extend, just like the power slide. But here, when we bend again, we're going to push our back foot out. So our back of our board is pointing down the hill again. And we're gonna suck our front foot in to facilitate that movement. While you might be able to do most of your other slides without gangster arms, this one's a must. So when you hit your bend extend, make sure you have your arms the complete opposite of which way your legs are going. You gotta make sure those limp wrists are out there. So when you bend again, you can pull your body. It'll be like a whoa. When you put all that together, whoa, you'll have a perfect Toeside 180. Putting our bends together, we're gonna go like this. So bend, extend, bend again. Pretty easy. And make sure, check out where my shoulders are. Gangster arms.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
So now we're gonna move on to some tricks. Let's start with Ollies, the most basic of tricks. With the dinghy, the Ollie is the tiniest bit different. So when you're doing an Ollie, you wanna have your feet like this. Your back foot is gonna be on the very tip of the tail with the tip of your toe right on the tip of the board. And your front foot is gonna be right in front of your Landyachtz logo. Now your Landyachtz logo might look a little bit different, but it's all in just about the same spot. When we do our Ollie, we're gonna pop the bottom of our board and we're gonna slide our foot ever so slightly, just to the front of the trucks. Now when we slide our foot, it's important not just to go like this. We want to tilt our foot and use the side of our foot. If possible, try to tilt your foot as much as you can to even use the other side, the underside of your shoe, so your leg is completely upside down. That's because the higher you tuck your leg, the more you allow your board to lift off the ground. So if we're only lifting our foot this much, our board can only go that high off the ground. But if I'm gonna use the side of my foot, see how much higher my leg's raised, then it's like this. And if I want to use even the top of my foot, you can't actually do that. But if you try, you raise your feet way higher and you put it all together. You really want to use the back of the board and smack it against the ground so it pops, jumps off the ground. And then you're jumping with the board. So the best way to practice this is just to jump off one foot and forget about everything else. So we're gonna go from this position to that position, but on our skateboards. Your board's gonna go flying, but you'll understand what I mean by jumping with your board. Do that a couple more times to get the feel for the Ollie. With enough practice, you'll start getting it pretty controlled. So once we have this down, we add in that front foot to level the board out. And it's an Ollie. Ta-da! So the main difference between Ollieing on a dinghy and a regular skateboard is that your front foot can't go as far forward. A regular skateboard, the nose sticks out about this much more and it goes about this high. And so your front foot can catch on the nose and use that to level out the board. With the dinghy, you don't quite have that. So you gotta level out the board before your bolts. Otherwise, your front foot goes dangling off and you're doing an unintentional Ollie north. So we're just gonna keep with a regular Ollie and only move our foot the tiniest bit forward instead of throwing it forwards like on a bigger or regular skateboard. Shuvs, shoves, shoves, shoves. Yeah, so another cool trick that we can do is shoves. Now, the thing I like about this trick is that you can do them any direction and it's still pretty easy. The way you do a shove and what a shove is, it's a pop shove it without the board leaving the ground. So here, the easiest way to do it is just to learn to kick the board over like that. And then it's kind of like doing a pivot, but you jump at the same time, if that makes sense. Because you don't want your body to change, just your board is spinning around. So the easiest way to do this is to actually be riding backwards, which sounds totally backwards, but it makes it easier, trust me. I'm a doctor. Rolling backwards, we're gonna put our foot on the tail and we're gonna pivot and jump at the same time. So our body won't turn, but our board does. Now the easiest way to do this is to practice in the grass. We'll use the grass to learn to do this. Back and forth and back. Yeah, a wise man once told me that skateboarding is just a balancing game. Really, it's just a balance board that moves. And so if you get really good at balancing on the board while stationary, you can do just about anything. And once we're pretty good at doing that, we're gonna take it over to the pavement. We're gonna try this ever so slowly. Put our foot on the tail, pivot and jump. Now, believe it or not, every skateboarding trick is easier the faster you're going. So if we try this again while going a little bit past walking speed, look at how much control I have. Things that people really often do wrong is they'll press the tail or the nose way too hard. And the second you hear the wood touching the ground, you know you're probably doing something wrong. Because then you're not just doing a pivot on your wheels, you're officially trying to spin the board around like that. And that's a much more difficult trick. So here, the trick is to keep most of our weight on our front foot. Or if you're going forwards, on your back foot. So you can use this as the basis for all your shoves in every direction. And then if you're really good at it and want to take it to the next level, throw some pop in there, get the board leaving the ground, you got the pop shoves going, you're set. Time for the kickflip trick tip, but on a dinghy, which makes things ever so slightly different. Kind of like the Ollie, we're gonna have our back foot right on the tail, right on the back there. And we're gonna do the pop just like usual, but our front foot, rather than doing the sideways slide thing to level out the board, we're actually gonna use their foot to kind of flick stomp right around here. And that's what's gonna make the board spin around in the kickflip motion. Instead of keeping our foot completely flat with the board, we want it to go out, like this. The dinghy doesn't have the nose that a skateboard has. And so when you're kicking for your kickflip, you can't catch on the nose. To counteract that, we're gonna kick down or kind of level with the ground as opposed to up and with the board. And that's what's gonna really catch our foot right before the bolts here to make it spin. Now on a regular skateboard, you would be flicking actually right around there. But here we don't have this nose, so we're flicking there. So with this technique, you can pretty much kickflip any skateboard, even a longboard. It's just all about the stomp. If there's no nose on the board, you stomp, you don't flick. It's that easy. Once you've mastered the basics, here's a bunch of other tricks you can try out pretty easily. So the dinghy's a great board for all types of tricks and slides and stuff, but you gotta know that some boards are better for certain things than others. So if you're really into carving or cruising around, then our longboard and surf skates category might be more for you. If you like the tricks and stuff, then you could check out the ATVs or the dancer boards. And then finally, if you want to go just do big, fast slides, then the downhill category is most likely your best bet. But you can't go wrong with a dinghy. It's definitely my favorite board in my quiver because it's just so fun and versatile. 9 times out of 10, this is the thing that I'm taking to go out skateboarding. It doesn't matter what type of riding I'm doing. You can't go wrong with the dinghy. If you're riding on your butt, you're not getting better at skateboarding, I'll tell you that much. No one can see you. If you're a 6-year-old at the skate park and you're riding around in your butt, you are like prime real estate for not being seen and then getting run over. Yeah, sorry, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Don't butt board unless you're filming.